Some mutts need prayer. Others need to be blocked. Know the difference. Welcome to Never Give These Losers Pussy, where sarcasm is sexy, sass is weaponized, and petty is a ritual. I'm your host, Divine Ruler Ororo Snow, guardian of grace, mistress of mockery, and high priestess of punishment. Follow my dominion on IG and Threads at Soft Edge Sharp Tongue and at Gallery Aurora Snow. You can follow me everywhere else at Aurora Snow. And yes, that includes loyal fans or OnlyFans or mini vids, all the goon-worthy places. In today's episode, I am going to get deep into the petty. We live for it, respectfully. We pray to the petty god Beyonce, and we are strategically petty to these loser mutts in the most deliciously divine way. Let's begin. Before you get in your head about being unbothered versus being petty, just understand that in being petty doesn't mean that you're a rude bitch. It means that you're selective. And above all, you're a goddess who knows that some mutts need petty prayer and others need to be blocked. This is removing the unnecessary gene of extending charity to these loser mutts that you've been brainwashed to believe is required or expected from a woman. This is mastery in the art of selective energy release. Here's the truth. Not all mutts deserve the rope. Some don't deserve to vanish forever. They just need a lesson in obedience and worship. And that's where petty becomes part of your spiritual training. A little teasing, a sprinkle of shade, and a whisper of incomparable standards, and then exit stage left. Being petty isn't always about true malicious pettiness. It can be about policing your peace with precision. You know that group chat lurker who likes every post when it's only about them and what they want, but never comments on anything else. He does need a stern mute. You hear that? You feel that. That, goddess, is your petty prerogative. Goddess, you may feel compassion, but first, check the compatibility of whom you feel this deep compassion for. Most of who you encounter will love and adore your compassion, but that doesn't automate the validity of their genuineness toward you. If he sends a thirst text, the, "Hey, you've been on my mind. You up? I missed what we did last time." Cross his number out of your patience right now. Does he ever text you anything else? No? Then let your silence whisper. He won't know whether he's holy or homeless until you begin to draw the harsh line. But one thing will become vividly clear. It's that your indifference is now religion. Some mutts are like weeds in your garden for all the plant mommies here. You know those cute little clovers on your vicious-looking long spider plant. Yeah, those need to be pulled now. They don't poison the air. They just ruin the aesthetics. But remember, You don't uproot the garden with grief. You simply, quietly, trim with garden shears. You clip. You leave them wondering whether they were ever welcome at all. It's the same thing you feel when you get those thirst texts that you were baited to believe would be enduring, heartfelt ones, or at least mutual understanding ones. That's what pettiness feels like from a goddess. Or you could move on to level 2 pettiness, mild humiliation, a light roast back that stings but doesn't quite burn. It's what will have him asking, "What did you mean by that?" Try texting WYD ? If he responds with a shrug emoji, you can say, "Cute, thought you had more character," and you leave the chat. There's nothing else to be said. Forcing a conversation with a characterless, illiterate mutt isn't on your list of things to do today. Don't even check back for the reply. You can be rest assured that he's confused, stung, and still gasping for access to you. Only now, his non-existent brain muscles are beginning to churn. That's poetic justice wrapped in lingerie. Shit, wear some lingerie when you do it. Why not? You aren't giving lessons to the classroom of unworthy loser bitches that is your good dick roster. You're hosting auditions for the lazy but worthy bitch who hasn't been challenged in too many years to remember. And yes, every misstep is a fucking disqualification. Sometimes petty isn't about cruelty. It's about class control. The upper class has no intentions or desires to mingle with lower class mutts. Dig into your audacious energy and open up like the true goddess you are. He thought he was applying for closeness. You wrote competency on your altar. Remember, there's a line between discipline and depletion. It's the difference between doing one more rep that will leave your ass a little sore tomorrow and having jello legs after leg day. The latter is not a queen's class. Block the disruption. You will be using that time to grow your empire with worthy, devoted mutts that make your life feel more powerful, more feminine, and a hell of a lot more delicious. And remember, mutts come in all genders, but tease the turbulence, because even if they don't say so, they will be upset that you aren't responding in their time frames of communication. Keep them guessing where your gates stand. Some mutts willingly linger, like a stale scent, until you're done with them, and then you erase them like yesterday's trend. That's what the block button is for. You may think he's not toxic. Not yet. But trust me, he's testing your patience with how shitty, vulgar, abusive, overly handsy with you that he can get before you stand up for yourself and say that enough is enough, and he is no longer a citizen of your court. He has been banished. Watch Game of Thrones, hoes. If you've never watched it, go watch. Those hoes don't get banished. They get unalived in the best way. So don't pray for him. You aren't the fucking Saint Mary or Saint Teresa or whatever her name is. You're a goddamn goddess. Bitches pray to you. Entertain him for a moment with the slightest flirtation and then vanish. Let your absence preach the sermon. Play with your food a little. Make him miss being in your orbit, even if he never belonged in it, and don't ever take him back. You're not cruel. You're curated. You're not heartless. You're heart-shaping. When you send a brief gif, an inside joke meme, then an instant, never mind. Queen, you're reminding him that you're alive, amused, and uninterested in his mediocre ass. That's modern magic. That's petty power. And that's what makes a boardroom mutt tremble when a petty goddess leads. You're not desperate to be loved. You're strategic in your attention distribution. You literally treat them like apps. They're only open if they can hold your attention with what makes you feel good. So let's move on to the mutt of the day. Today's mutt of the day is Mutt 1077. He slid into my DMs with a, "You up?" Like, bitch, the fun in you wore off the second we hung out, and the mediocrity was ever present. So I left him on blue. Literally, that's it. Nothing else. No red receipts, no typing bubble. If I word him once, he'd leak butterflies like we're a couple in puppy lust. Nah, I've got hoes to dominate and train into my good little beta bitches. I'll pass. Yet, an hour later, he responded with a selfie, and the caption says, "Miss me yet?" I responded with a single emoji, a yawning face. Ain't nothing to miss, ho. I missed the money I should have charged you for giving you my presents. That shut him down faster than any text apology ever could. I didn't read your loser-ass text on purpose, and I'm not sorry. Ladies, learn this. He didn't deserve time to begin with. He deserved a petty response to thinking he had the privilege of even asking for it in the first place. If you truly want to audition for my temple, submit a tribute and your highest frequency proposal at aurorasnow.com. So goddess, let's get back to you today. We are done with the mutts. I have a command for today, and I have named it something deliciously beautiful. Your command for today is to pray to the petty god Beyonce. If you're not a Beyonce fan, pray to your petty god Nicki Minaj, Flo Milli, Kehlani, RuPaul. I don't care. If it's yourself, even better. Your divine command is to send one petty prayer today. It can be a one-word response, it can be a meme, or it could be a well-timed silent read. Follow it with no follow-up. Let the mystery stew. Then, observe how quickly does he rewrite the story. Does he respond like a good boy or a possessive jackass? You belong to your higher self, goddess, not a loser that needs you to read the cereal box because he can't. Remember, you're not guiding him. You're simply glimpsing into what kind of devotion he can or can't provide to you. And if he isn't a good boy, he can't provide you with anything. Let him go. If this sermon sharpened your petty prowess, hit subscribe and leave a 5-star rating. Share it with the petty, powerful goddess in your coven. For daily rituals, savage standards, and selective seduction, follow me on Instagram at Soft Edge Sharp Tongue or at Gallery Ororo Snow. And you can follow me everywhere else at Aurora Snow. You're not here to nurture mediocrity. When these losers come to you, they should be fully grown and trained, which I know I'm asking a lot because most of them won't be trained, but you're here to narrate the myth of your feminine supremacy. Because it isn't a myth. It is a goddamn legend. And until tomorrow, stay petty, stay powerful, stay divine, and never give these losers pussy. Bye.